Ladies and gentlemen, a lot has happened in the NFL. And with the free agency this week, man, we got some faces, some old faces, and some new places, man. And we're going to talk about the winners and the losers of the first wave of the 2023 free agency, NFL free agency, that is. And also, man, we're going to talk about good old, one of the greatest of all time, man. I'm talking about the Ram great, Mr. Aaron Donald. We got more of this, and we're going to talk about it right here on the Sports Talk Show. All right, man. Thank you so much. Thank you guys out there so much for being here with us on this Saturday afternoon. Saturday. It ain't Tuesday. It's always is us. But it is Saturday, man. Saturday afternoon, wherever in the world you are right now. This, again, is the Real Sports Podcast, your destination for real analysis and opinions on any and everything sports related. And you can follow us on all social media platforms, and you can also join our sports group that is on Facebook, and it is waiting for you right now. And it is called the Real to Sports Group. I'm sitting here, man. I am sitting here. Shout out to Justin, man. Couldn't make it today. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to you, bro. I'm sitting here with the pioneer of the Real Sports Podcast. I'm telling you, ace in the hole. Always, always here. Ladies and gentlemen, the man right there, he represents the three-time Super Bowl champion. I'm talking about the Las Vegas Raiders, baby. He is Oklahoma State's alum. Yes, sir. This man is the king of the predictions. He is the whole episode. Mr. Episode, the very talented Mr. Young Mark.
What's going on, folks? Happy to have you guys here with us. In typical New York Jet fashion, we hype up the game plan going into today. We got our star player. We was expecting for him to come in and make an impact today. And just like Aaron Rodgers, man, before the game even started, before the season even get going, he out. So he just following in their footsteps of his favorite team. But we hope to see Justin back soon. Hope all is well with him. But sorry, man. If I was a Jets fan, I'd run from the Raiders too. So it's all good.
I know, man. Where them Jet fans at? Where them Jet fans? Oh, man. Shout out to Justin, man. Hope everything is all right with him again, man. All right, man. Thank you guys on this Saturday, man. Once again, it's just me and Mr. Episode. That's why that man got the name, Mr. Episode. All right, Mr. Episode, let's start the show off. We ain't going to waste too much of your time today. We know it's a Saturday. Everybody got shopping to do. We got the income tax refunds coming in, so everybody spin. So we're going to get out of your way here. But first thing we're going to talk about here, man, is one of the all-time greats, Mark. One of the all-time greatest defensive players. I mean, I'm talking about when you hear his name, you kind of tremble. I'm talking about the man, the legend, Mr. Aaron Donald. Rams 8-time All-Pro defensive tackle Aaron Donald announces his retirement after 10 seasons in the NFL. A decade of Hall of Fame level dominance is coming to an end. Los Angeles Rams defensive tackle Aaron Donald announced his retirement on Friday following 10 seasons in the NFL. And he said this, and I quote, "For 10 years, I've been fortunate to play the game of football at the highest level. I'm thankful for the people I've met along the way, the relationships I've built, and the things I've accomplished with my teammates and individually," Donald said in a lengthy statement in which he thanked both the cities of St. Louis and Los Angeles. "Throughout my career, I've given my everything to football, both mentally and physically, 365 days a year, and was dedicated to becoming the best possible player I could be. I respected this game like no other, and I'm blessed to be able to conclude my NFL career with the same franchise that drafted me. Not many people get drafted to a team, win a world championship with the team, and retire with that team. I do not and will not take that for granted. And as I turn my focus to a new chapter, I don't know what the future holds, but I'm excited about the off-field possibilities. I'm looking forward to spending more time with my wife, Erica, and my kids, Jada, AJ, Arik, and Ali, I'm sorry. And the greatest reward was being able to play this game with them by my side, and I can't wait to watch them live out their dreams just as they watch me live out mine." Mark, the man, he's gone. Aaron Donald, Hall of Famer, first ballot,
Is the sky blue?
all day long. My man.
I mean, respectfully, uh, thinking through some of the all-time greats, Barry Sanders,
Yeah.
Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, Jim Brown.
Mm-hmm.
All due respect to those guys, in my humble opinion, Aaron Donald is the easiest Hall of Fame case you really have ever had to make.
Yes,
there
sir.
really doesn't even need to be a vote. If you ask me, forget waiting a 5-year period. Like, go ahead and put him in right now, because literally,
I agree.
what more can you do to warrant a first ballot Hall of Fame selection than 8 out of the 10 years you played in the NFL, you were an All Pro? I know you don't like this anymore, host, but the dude was a Pro Bowler literally every year of his career, even as a rookie.
Yeah.
I'm not talking as an alternate that got in because somebody else got hurt.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
dude was a first team Pro Bowler every year he was in the National Football League.
Yes, sir.
That is unheard of.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
that is literally the GOAT status. And I can't lie, his retirement really hurt, man. Like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me too.
Charles Woodson made me sad when he retired, but this one really, really, like, stung, because for the first time in my life, Aaron Donald is like the first person I feel like I can say, like, I watched his entire Hall of Fame career from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't come in after the movie had already started. Like, I was literally there from the beginning. I remember the night he got drafted. He was in that same draft with Derek Carr and Khalil Mack. So just thinking back on it, like, yeah, there was never any drop off. He was the same dominant player from year one all the way through to the end. And it was really touching for me reading his retirement post when he showed love to St. Louis. I don't feel like a lot of people would have done that. St. Louis is like the forgotten city in NFL history, especially given their tumultuous history with the league and their teams and all that. So I know those St. Louis Rams fans that still exist out there in the world, they were probably really, really touched by him giving a shout out to them and acknowledging them in his retirement speech. Um, the thing that I'll remember the most, like, decades from now, when my son asks me, Dad, what was Aaron Donald like back in the day? Literally, the best way I can describe it is he did for defense what Megatron did for offense. And what I mean by that is, I don't know too many other defensive players who literally, there is film out there of them being not double teamed, but triple teamed by an offensive line. It really reminds me of this game back in Megatron's career when he was going up against the Saints. And they literally had two dudes stacked on top of him at the line of scrimmage, not in coverage, but straight off the line waiting for him. Aaron Donald was that same Megatron level of dominance, just on the defensive side of the ball. And to say he will be missed on Sundays would be the understatement of the year. So happy career. Hate to see you go, man, but thank you for 10 years of some of the most dominant football I've ever seen in my life.
You ain't kidding, bro. If it wasn't for Rodgers, Aaron Donald dominance in the Super Bowl, when they beat the Bengals, what was it? The last couple plays, man.
He literally made the play that sealed the game. Like
That's it.
If
Yeah,
Aaron Donald
that's what I
wasn't
remember him the
been,
most.
if he wouldn't have been on the field for that play, host,
Yeah,
literally I've seen that play replayed in my mind over and over
yeah,
again.
yeah,
Jamar Chase was booty butt naked open
yeah, yeah,
down the field.
yeah,
If Joe Burrow would have had 2 more seconds,
yeah,
Jamar would have caught that ball, would have been game over. Bengals would have had their first championship.
yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
like Chris Collinsworth said on that play when Joe Burrow got sacked and went down, do I even need to say who it was? You already know who made the play.
You
It
already
goes
know.
without saying.
That's a dog. That's a dog right there, boy. That is a dog.
That was a lion.
Man.
Taking a step above, dog. That was a lion right there,
Yes,
dog. That was the king of the jungle.
Yes, sir. And you know that play in like it was like 2 plays, like it was like 3 plays in a row. Aaron Donald, Aaron Donald, Aaron Donald. Like he was in there, bro, because he know what he knew what he had to do. He knew what he had to do. And he put that. This matter of fact, bro, I remember it now because they showed him on the sideline and he was talking to the defense. Had his helmet off, blah, 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 he was getting them hype. Came in there 3 plays in a row. Aaron Donald. One play he got in there was a quarterback hurt. It was he put pressure on him, but he didn't get the sack. And then he got 1 sack, and then like you said, he got Burrow because like you said, Chase was gone.
Homie was open, man.
He was gone. He was gone, and that's why I remember Aaron Donald the most when he sealed the deal in that Super Bowl, bro. When he sealed the deal, I was like, yo, this dude. I mean, he was already the truth before that, but that really solidified. That really solidified himself as far as being that dog. So would you consider Aaron Donald being in this generation? I ain't gonna say best defensive. Well, can you put him top 10 defensive all time? Because it's in your personal, because that's a battle by everybody got their own personal status, but can you put him in your top 10 all time?
Without question. And I say that because like when you say defensive line, I'm thinking like, Mean Joe Green and Howie Long and Derek Thomas and Randleman and Warren Sapp among others. But just quite literally, I don't know of any defensive player in the history of professional football, except maybe Lawrence Taylor, who had such a dominant impact on the game. And one reason why I would give the edge to Aaron Donald is the dude literally played at that level for 10 years straight. He always got better. It was never a drop off with him. So, yeah, easily for me, he's top 3, if not top 2, defensive linemen all time, and especially top 5 defensive players ever.
Ooh, wow. I definitely put him 10, like, and I got my arrow's a little different from yours. Bruce Smith, got to put Bruce Smith there. Goddamn, all-time leading sack. Bruce, Michael Strahan, Charles Woodson, Jack Tatum. I mean, man, my list is pretty deep, but yeah, I'm going to squeeze him in 10, bro. Lawrence Taylor, I'm going to squeeze him in 10 because that dude, man, he took a very struggling Rams defense because the Rams weren't known for their defense, bro, especially St. Louis. They known for
they had Chris Long and my other man, I can't think of his name right now, but it was Chris Long and his tag team partner. That was like kind of like the best that they had.
Was it they had London Fletcher too, right?
Yeah, in the early 2000s they did. Yeah.
No, that was after. I'm sorry, he was part of before Donald. Who they had? Fletcher.
No, London Fletcher was the Rams. That was way before Aaron Donald. By the time Aaron came in the league, I think London was retired with Washington.
They had somebody else though.
Before it was Aaron, the main person I remember was Chris Long. Chris Long is the.
I'm talking about when he was there. When Donald was there, Who was the
While he
line?
was there, they teamed him with Ndamukong Suh. They teamed
Yeah,
him with
yeah,
Von
yeah,
Miller. They teamed
yeah,
him with
yeah,
Dante Fowler Jr.
yeah. Dante Fowler. Yeah,
He had some running mates, but yeah, it was pretty much a one man show for the most
yeah,
part.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Dante Fowler. Yeah, Dante Fowler just got picked up by somebody. And when the hell was it? With the Redskins? I believe.
I don't even know.
Jeez, I just seen that somebody just picked him up. But Aaron Donald's a beast.
Yeah,
When you think of Los Angeles Rams, you're thinking of I'm talking about new generation Los Angeles Rams. You're thinking of Aaron Donald, bro. And I'm pretty sure this dude was so dominant that when I'm pretty sure that teams that play the Rams, you're gonna think number 99, bro. You thinking
you
number
had to.
99. You gotta put number 99 in your mind. That dude was a be like and like Mark said, that dude used to get double, triple team and still get a sack and still get in on the quarterback.
I had
Still
never
get in.
seen that before. Like in no
Amazing.
level of football that I've ever watched in my life, I've never seen a single defensive lineman get triple team, bro.
Yeah.
That's 3 out of the 5 offensive linemen you have available
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
after one dude, man.
Man, what the hell you talking about? That dude was whoo, he was off the chain. He was off
Hey,
the chain, bro.
but fun fact though,
Yes, sir.
he even though he played a couple of games against us, he never sacked Derek Carr in his
Never
career.
sacked. Never sacked. Never sacked. Mm-mm. He didn't do too much when they cheated for Baker Mayfield when he threw the game winner. Yeah, and I say cheated because that was some bull crap. That was some crap. I still got the pictures when they were holding Max right
You gotta
there.
let that go, host. You gotta
Uh-uh,
let that go.
no, uh-uh, uh-uh, I got pictures. I got pictures when Max is getting held by his throat and the ref just sitting right there looking at him.
If it's the Washington game, I feel you, but that Rams
That
game, you
too.
gotta
I
let it
got
go,
that one
bro.
too. I got that one too. Philly G, what up?
What's happening?
8099 was a wild boy. Wild ain't the goddamn word. Monster. Dude was a monster. You hear me? That dude was a
Respectfully,
quarterback nightmare.
as much as I'm a huge Khalil Mack fan, bro, I think without question, Aaron Donald was the best player taken in that draft,
You
dog.
ain't lying. Shoo. Woo.
It is the crazy thing is like looking back on it too. Like
Mhm.
I know hindsight is 2020. I get that, but yo, this man was taken after Jadeveon Clowney, after Khalil Mack, after Blake freaking Bortles.
Yeah. And look how Clowney does it. Look how he turned out. Jesus.
The dominance we expected from Clowney, we got out of Khalil Mack and Aaron
Yeah,
Donald,
there
in
you
my
go.
opinion.
There you go. Yeah, those two were the best. Khalil
Yeah,
Mack
man.
and Aaron Donald. Khalil Mack won the defensive player. What was it? 2016.
Yeah, man. He
Yeah,
was all
yeah,
pro at 2 different
yeah.
positions too.
2016
Same
won
season.
defensive player. Hell yeah, he was dominant too. But he wasn't as dominant as Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald was.
And that's no slight to Khalil Mack,
Yeah,
man.
no, none at all. Hell no, none at
That's
all.
just explaining the high level of play Aaron
Yeah,
Donald had
yeah,
throughout his career.
exactly. And he didn't get hurt, Mark.
Nope.
He didn't get hurt.
Which is
Wow.
unreal because you're in one of the highest like contact positions being a lineman because you're literally clanging and banging the entire game. Like
Yeah.
there's no off play.
Mm-mm.
So to last as long as he did with no injuries, man, that's man.
Yeah. He went to 2 Super Bowls. Hey. Shit.
Why you got to bring that first one up, man?
Oh, the Bengals?
No, the one with the Patriots, man. That was the
Oh,
worst Super
that's
Bowl of
just
all time.
worse. Oh God. Yeah. All defense. All defense. Not one picture of him getting double or triple team against.
Oh Lord.
Oh boy. I didn't want to see him when the Raider. I didn't want to see him. 99? You kidding me?
Boy,
Nah.
I really want to know. It's funny you mentioned that. I really want to know what the hell Derek Carr was thinking We had 2021. We played the Rams in the preseason, so we practiced with them in training camp. You know, it's a tradition in the NFL in training camp, we have joint practices.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget Derek Carr told the story how he put a rookie. Oh boy, man. I don't even want to say his name, bro. One of the worst draft picks of all time.
Connor Cook.
No, Leatherwood. He put a rookie Alex
Oh,
Leatherwood. He literally audibled and called for Alex Leatherwood to go up against Aaron Donald. I just looking back on it, man, I was like, Derek, what were you thinking, bro?
you think Alex Leatherwood is gonna pancake Aaron
he want
Donald?
he wanted to see what the rookie had in him, bro.
Alex Leatherwood, ladies and gentlemen, was one of the worst players in Raider history.
No, I think that's the worst.
The worst? You gonna put him up there with Jamarcus?
Jamarcus lasted multiple seasons. This man was a first round pick who was cut by the team after his rookie season. That's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
You were a first round pick that only lasted one season with the team, bro.
No, hell with that. The first game, he got hit with 4 penalties. 4. Your first game in NFL, 4 penalties. Huh? What? What? Wait a minute. Dude, you just came from Alabama. You
as a former offensive lineman, bro. As a former offensive lineman, that was the most offensive, and no pun intended, stuff I've ever seen in my football career. Like it hurt my heart as a Raider fan, but again, as a former offensive lineman, bro. Oh, carrying on.
Suck. God, that dude I used to pull my hair out with that dude. Get him the fuck out of here. I used to be so mad at man. Ball start. What was his number? 73?
Yeah, something like that.
Ball start.
I try to forget as much of his career as I can.
You hear it so damn much. False start number 73.
We was in the playoffs against the Bengals on the goal line. Had opportunity to score. Leatherwood gets a penalty. We lose points off of the board, man. Ended up turning it over on downs.
Yeah. Every time that goddamn yellow flag goes up, well
you knew who it was on.
Yeah, it's on Leatherwood. There we go. That's what you just say, huh? Leatherwood. Here it is. False start. Holding. 73. God. You get holding. You go from holding to encroachment. Ineligible player downfield. Like, dude, what are you thinking?
All right, so I got a real question for you.
It's
a real question.
Yes, sir.
I genuinely want to see if you can answer this.
Oh boy.
You got to put your life savings on the line. Your life savings and your house on the line. And you need to guarantee something is going to happen. Which guarantee is more likely? Me showing up on the show or Alex Leatherwood getting a penalty?
You showing up on the show. Are you kidding me?
I thought I finally found something more reliable.
Hell no. Man, that dude, man, I swear to God, boy, I used to be like, God, fuck out of here. I used to be so, man, oh my God, dude. Boy, if I could just grab Gruden by a tiny little head and say, yo, Chuck, get this dude out of here. He's killing us. I really wonder. I know we went from Aaron Donald to Alex Leatherwood, but man,
that's opposite ends of the spectrum.
Right? You ain't lying, boy. But I wonder what Derek Carr was thinking in that huddle. Ah, man, dude, we just get a first down and now we got to go back because of you. Oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth! Get that dude.
Sorry.
All right.
He's long gone from Raider Nation. We good.
Let me roll up.
Gotta numb the pain somehow.
I gotta do it somehow, bro. That dude right there, I need Dr. Phil with him. Boy.
Shout out Alabama for giving us that great product.
Oh,
Shout
right.
out to the Crimson Tide.
Right. For Alabama for pissing on us for that one. Good Lord. But again, Aaron Donald, first ballot Hall of Fame. What was he eligible?
Unquestioned.
In
2029.
29, yeah. 29. So you will be eligible. He most definitely would be first ballot. One of
Him
the
and
greatest
Kelsey
of
are
all.
first ballots in my opinion.
Who?
Him and
Jason?
and Jason Kelsey are both in the same
Absolutely.
class, and I feel like
Absolutely.
Aaron's gonna be a first ballot.
Oh, yeah. Both of them will be in Canton for sure. For sure. Again, Aaron Donald, a guy that never got in trouble, never really got hurt, laid it out on the field. Just total dominance through the whole a decade of destruction. I take it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so decade of destruction, bro. Like consistency, defensive player of the year awards. You got 2014 rookie of the year, defensive rookie. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
And so yeah, man. Hats off to him. Great choice. I'm glad he got it. Wish him luck. I'm glad we don't play. Well, when we play the Rams now, it should feel a little better. Hopefully, we'll probably play the Rams next year or year after that. But we ain't gotta worry about that no more.
Yeah,
so
man.
yeah, but we got to get our revenge, bro.
Yeah.
We got to get that. And I know half of the team ain't there, but Sean McVay's there. We got to get him.
He's still on that game, bro.
Yeah, damn that game. That was some bull.
Half the team that we had ain't even on the scene.
I don't care. We still got the mascot. Raider Ram. That's what it is. We gotta get it. We gotta. I want to do it in SoCon.
I actually think we played them this year. I think. Hold up.
We play the Rams.
I think so.
We gotta get a get back, bro. That was some bull. That was some bull, bro. That was some bull.
It wasn't that bad, man.
Man, they holding. They hold backs. We won.
Oh no, maybe I'm numb because it's Baker Mayfield. Maybe that's
that's what it is. That's what if it was Carson Wentz, bro, you would be out of your mind right now.
Yeah, if it would have been the Steelers, yeah, I definitely would have been mad. Yeah. Hey, you get your wish, host. We go on the road to play them this year.
Let's kick their asses.
And even more good news for you. Yeah. We also go on the road to play Baker Mayfield this year.
We're going to Tampa. Let's kick his ass too. We beat Tampa last time we played them. We beat. What was it, Brady? Was that Brady? No.
No. The last time we played them, they came to Vegas.
Yeah, they came to us. Yeah, they beat us.
Yeah, that was Brady and Gronk, man. That was.
Yeah, they didn't beat the brakes off of us though. They didn't beat.
They did. Yeah. No, they did. That was. We were never in that game at all.
Yeah, whole new era. We got to get them too. Take them out.
We get Baker and the Rams, so you get both of you.
Get both of them bad. All in one. Get both of them. I don't really care. Baker was. I mean, he did his thing. Like I wouldn't say Baker was to blame for that game. It's the refs. That was terrible. Baker played his ass off.
All I'm gonna say, ladies and gentlemen, please pray for me this upcoming football season. I got to go up against Baker Mayfield. I got to play against Derek Carr. Bro, I'm going to be struggling this season, man.
We play New Orleans again?
Yeah, bro.
I'm tired of playing them. Jesus.
We, at home, we got the AFC West. We got Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Carolina, and Jacksonville coming to us. And we go on the road to play the Bengals, Ravens, Saints, Bucks, Dolphins, and Rams.
Holy shit. So since, you know what though, Mark? Since the free agency, now we got a tough schedule. It's tough now. It's really tough.
The only home game I'm worried about is of course, the team to get barbecue. I mean, we're definitely going to stomp Carolina. I feel like we can handle Jacksonville. If we can get the Falcons early this season before Kirk Cousins is fully rehabbed, we can get them. Of course, I ain't never going to be worried about Pittsburgh. I mean, duh. Now, when we go on the road, that's when I'm worried. Burrow, Lamar, that high-powered offense with Tua. That's when I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah, also what I'm saying, man. We got if now I think we got like top 10 tough schedule in the league, bro. Like this is we really got to buckle down. I think every team, Mark, in the NFL now has to buckle down, and I don't give a shit even if it's Carolina or the Giants or any one of those Lorraine. Everybody is going to have to. I mean, it's cliche that give it your all and you'll win, succeed, but you really because man, teams are really gearing up. And speaking of gearing up, we're going to talk about the NFL free agency that went on this week. Matter of fact, this is the new year of the 2024 NFL season. And I'm telling you, boy, off gate Monday, things was popping. And boy, some head scratches. We got some. Me and Mark are going to talk about the winners and the losers, or just the highlights of this. I would call it first wave of draft, because we got many more to come, Mark, and it's going to get bigger and bigger when the draft comes. It's going to get bigger and bigger, bro. Like as far as the getting people and getting that roster. So by that being said, man, it started Monday, the calendar year 2024 NFL season. So off the gate, free agency, man. So who's your winners? Who's your losers? Or, I mean, what surprised you? Just give me overall, what do you think about the draft? Who win, who lose? What shocked you? Give it all what you got.
As far as a winner goes, low-key, I feel like Atlanta won just by getting Kirk Cousins in Atlanta and getting rid of Desmond Ritter and trying to revamp that offense. I think Atlanta's going to be set up really well going into the season, depending on how Kirk Cousins' rehab goes and how quickly they can get him back on the field. But still got a lot of salary cap space. Still got some good draft picks coming up, so they can really, if they wanted to, either try to address the defense or take the best player available. Like they're really in a good position right now going forward. Also, as much as it pains me to say it, I low key feel like the Packers did pretty well too, getting Josh Jacobs from us. Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love showed a lot of people something last year. I feel like they accomplished what many people thought they were going to do last year. So adding that bell cow back and Josh and pairing him with AJ Dillon and the young talent they got on offense, man, I think they're going to be really, really good next year. So excited for them. As far as a loser, it's got to be Dallas, to be honest with you.
What about Lou? Drew to the game.
What's happening?
Drew to the game. What with you, my dude?
And also honorable mention to the Baltimore Ravens and their move, man. They're making a lot of big moves. I just hope they can finally defeat the curse of the AFC North this year. And if you're a longtime football fan, them teams from the AFC North, they have great regular seasons, but fold when it's playoff time. So I'm hoping the addition of King Henry can push the Ravens to where they want to go. But yeah, definitely Dallas, in my opinion, was the big loser. They made 0 moves on day one of free agency. They really didn't do anything to get better. They lost their starting running back. Still got to pay CeeDee Lamb. Still got to pay Micah Parsons. Dak is up for renewal. Your head coach is in the last year of his contract. Like, I'm just genuinely confused as to what direction they're trying to go in. Like, are you about to rebuild and reset, or are you trying to build to contend? Like, what are you doing? You're not making any moves whatsoever, and then your biggest competition in your division just got one of the best running backs in football right now, Saquon Barkley. So, genuinely, man, I'm really concerned with Dallas. Like, what is the direction? What is the plan? Like, what are you guys doing? Because I'm confused in the mud with y'all right now.
Mm-hmm. You said I'm gonna go with my winners, because this has been a head scratcher as far as the free agency, because it's kind of like, what, but it may not make sense to us, but I'm pretty sure it makes sense to the organization because they're, I mean, at the end of the day, they're the professionals as far as drafting. I mean, doing trades and contract negotiations and all that. Bob Winters is going. I'm going to say Saquon going to the Eagles. I think the Eagles. That's major for the Eagles. But Saquon can finally get away from the Giants, and now we can. I think we're going to see a little bit of Saquon of 2016, 18. I'm sorry. We're going to see. You're going to see that back. I think that run game is upgraded. The Eagles always had a pretty decent run game from Miles Sanders to Swift, Boston Scott. Like they always
McCoy,
had Shady McCoy. Word. The list goes on. Westbrook.
Yeah.
It goes on and on. Duke Staley. It goes on and on. So I think Philly's going to look good as far as running and it's a squad now with Philly. Shout out to Howie Wiseman. God damn, this dude. And they said he got drug money because he goes and get what's needed. He got great balls as a GM, bro. He got the biggest balls because he goes straight at it, bro. But again, he got Saquon, you got Jalen Hurts, you got Devontae Smith, you got AJ Brown. I mean, holy hell. Like this is going to be good and a pretty decent offensive line. And even Kelsey thinking about retiring. I mean, I know he said he was like, man, you got Saquon. The Eagles got Saquon. I'm thinking about coming back. Hey, I think that's a win for them. The Eagles will be better as far as their offense. Saquon, just a tad. Saquon can catch out of the backfield. But I think it's still going to be on Jalen Hurts' play. Even though they got Saquon, it's still going to be on Jalen Hurts. He got to step up a little bit more than what he did last year. The Baltimore Ravens is also my other winner. Holy smoke! Oh, you got a truck named Derrick Henry. It's a run game, but Baltimore always, to me, I like Justice Hill, bro. I like Justice Hill. I like that dude, Mark. That dude can run, bro. I think Baltimore already had a decent run game. What you think?
Yeah, man. Especially having Aid at quarterback.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned before, I'm worried about Baltimore just because of that AFC North curse, like I mentioned. Yeah. But I know we aren't doing the preseason predictions, but just as of today, I like the move of getting Saquon, but I still have major concerns about the Eagles. And I'm not just hating or poking fun at Philly G or nothing like that, but all the pressure of the football world, if you ask me, is at Lincoln Financial Field right now on Jalen Hurts and on Nick Sirianni.
Absolutely.
The team is loaded with talent. As you mentioned, Howie Roseman is put together a very talented ball club.
Yes, sir.
But my issue with them is you had locker room culture issues last year. You just lost two of your biggest locker room leaders in Fletcher Cox and Jason Kelsey to retirement.
That's going to hurt them.
So who is going to step up to finally be a vocal leader and try to get this locker room and this culture in order? Because, again, if you have another season where you're loaded with talent, but the play on the field ain't matching up to the talent, who's going to go? Is it going to be your $250,000 quarterback or is it going to be the head coach? It might even be both. I don't know. But me personally, man, I ain't an Eagles fan, so I don't know that team inside and out like Philly G does. But that's my big concern right now. Like, all right, we still want to be talented, but somebody got to fix that locker room.
That's true. I agree with you. You need that. You need that piece. Fletcher Cox was the guy. He was the leader. And Kelsey was too. Kelsey did it all. Goddamn, he called. Yeah, man. He called the plays and everything. So
he was the quarterback at offensive line.
Exactly. So he did it all. So I mean, things like that come once in a lifetime. Don't come all the time like that. I mean, somebody got to step up. Next man up is the same, but who? That's the question. Due to the game, said we had to fix the offensive line. Too many issues up front. That's very true. But when you got a guy like Derrick Henry, you don't really need to do too much tweaking as far as to your line. They just signed. No. Did he go back to the Jets? Morgan Moses.
Yeah, Morgan Moses got traded to the Jets.
Ooh, so that is a big deal. That's gonna be a big deal.
Ronnie Stanley's great, but he just can't stay healthy to save his life. So
okay, so I see why
I
you
agree.
say
Yeah, I fully agree with him. Like the one thing about Drew to the game that I love about him is that the dude is very strategic and he knows his football team incredibly well.
that.
And 9.9999 times out of 10,
Yeah,
when
you're
he
right.
points out something about his football team, he's dead on
Yeah,
accurate.
he dead
So
on it. Yeah, he is. I get
shout
it.
out to him.
Yeah, Drew, I gotta get to you, bro. You a Raven through and through, bro. You know that goddamn thing, cause yeah, every time he sees something, he usually hits. He
Yeah,
hits
man.
on it. Man, Henry and I know it's just a big name. You know, he's a big name in his reputation, but this is gonna be big. And I think to me, and Drew to the game, I don't know. Like I said, you know more in depth than I do, but it looks like, man, Mark, they're gonna put Lamar. He's gonna be more of an aerial type now, because now you don't need to run. Derrick Henry's a pretty decent blocker, and he can run the ball. He's a bull, but you don't really need to run now. Lamar can prove
I
that he can throw the ball now.
I agree, but they also still need to upgrade their wide receiver room because they just cut Odell Beckham.
Yeah,
Zay Flowers is good, but
yeah,
to be honest with you, again, Drew, you know the team better than me. If I'm down in the red zone and I got to throw up a lob in the corner of the end zone for somebody to catch it,
yeah,
they double team Mark Andrews. Who else are you gonna throw it to? I don't know if I trust Zay Flowers to go up there and get that 50-50 catch like that. So
yeah,
it
yeah.
it's kind of an interesting situation. They're kind of set on defense. I don't know what they're gonna do with Devian Clowney. I don't know if they're gonna bring him back or not. But yeah, between the offensive line and wide receiver, I think would be the two big focuses for them. You know, in the draft and the rest of free agency.
I agree with Mark. I agree with Mark. With Odell being gone, who you going to throw it to? Zay Flowers is not that guy. The play is called 32 high shade right. It's a back shoulder fade. It's a
Yeah.
simple back shoulder fade. And who's going to catch it? Zay's not that type of dude.
Mm.
He's not that type of dude. So yeah, with
It's some
Henry,
dudes in the draft, but I don't know if Baltimore is going to pick high enough to get one of them dudes. You know,
yeah, that's a good
like
point, Mark.
if they could move up slightly just to be able to get like a Keon Coleman from Florida State,
Good, good,
would
good.
fill that need for them pretty well.
Boy, you are so dead on it. You
But
are so dead on it. I agree with
they
that.
also really need offensive line help. So would you look at some of the tackles coming out of Texas or I don't know, man. It's interesting. I don't envy being the general manager of the Ravens right now.
All right. And you said Texans. Texas, I'm sorry. Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah, Texas. I'm glad you said that because those guys are finna, they're so good and they're so big. So everybody gonna have their pot hand in the pot for Texas University. Those guys are gone.
yeah, man.
Those guys are
They got
gone, man.
a lot of high quality talent coming
They got
out.
a lot of high quality, bro. They
But
got a lot.
if I can mention two more winners free agency before we go.
Yes,
Number
sir.
one, remember a couple years ago when running backs weren't being taken in the first round, they weren't being paid in free agency. They were sort of looked at as being a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
Soon as free agency started, what position dominated every breaking news headline you saw? The running backs.
The running
The
backs.
running back position, I feel like won free agency this year, and I'm happy for them. And my second big winner is freaking Ryan Pace. And we were talking about this in the production meeting. Ryan Pace in
Ryan
Chicago,
Pace.
man.
Word.
The dude has accumulated a crap ton of great talent
Yes,
in
sir.
free agency. You know, DeAndre Swift being one of them.
Yeah.
They already have some talent they picked up last year. And my man that came over from Washington. So they're making some good moves and they're in a prime position where like, it really feels like they can't lose no matter what they do in the draft, whether they take Caleb, whether they take Marvin Harrison, keep Justin Fields, whatever. Chicago's looking like they might be able to make some moves, man.
That's true. Who we throwing to? Just Flowers, and we would have any legal issues pop back. Lots of holes and not enough space to solid him. Hey, you know better than we do, Drew.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm
man.
not the one. I'm not the one to sit here and argue with you. You know more than I do. I would, but I do agree with Mark though. Like, who you gonna go to? Who's your go-to guy on that goal? It's not Zay.
I really
Zay
want them to get Keon Coleman from Florida State.
Keon Coleman would be a fucking. Oh my god, you just bullseye. That man, that dude, that would be so nice, bro. Uh, um, my next my lose. I'm glad you brought up the Bears because my losers, the thing that I don't understand, and I think they're gonna major loss, and I know it's part out of the ballpark, but anyway, the Chargers losing Keenan Allen, and they sent him to the Bears. That is what? When I
I'm not
seen it, I'm
mad at
like,
it.
I'm not mad at it either. But you would think of this. Keenan Allen is a franchise dude. Like me and you. I mean, we beat the guy year. But I mean, for him to delete the Chargers, like this dude is like a Los Angeles Chargers staple, and for him to leave, so you know things. I wouldn't say it's going to be bad because we don't know what's going on in the locker room, but things are definitely going to be different, Mark. Because now we're seeing a guy, in as mafia terms, a made guy like Keenan Allen. That Keenan Allen is their dog. He is their dog. Like that's Justin Herbert's number one. And for him to leave like that, and they don't have nothing because they cut Mike Williams. So
They
all they have is
gutted.
Quentin Johnson. I'm sorry.
They literally gutted their skill position
Yeah.
group on offense. Eckler's gone. Like you mentioned, Mike Williams is gone. Keenan Allen is gone. Gerald Everett, their tight end, is gone. So all they have is Quentin Johnston from TCU, who they drafted last year. So I'm kind of curious to see what Harbaugh's got cooking up uh, out there in LA. Because man, right now
Mm,
Herbert's probably looking around like, who am I going to throw it to?
mm.
They got Gus Edwards, so that's a start. But
Oh, yeah. I like Gus too. I like Gus, but I really like Justin. God damn. They still got so they got three running backs. Right due to the game. Because I think they still got Justice and they still got Gus and now they got what they have Mitchell.
I
Damn, God
think
damn, they got
I
still a
think
running back.
Dobbins is a free agent. I think Justice Hill is a free agent also. They had the other dude whose name I can't think of, but he's hurt. He tore his ACL late in the season, so I don't know about him. And yeah, Derrick Henry and yeah,
That'd be dang. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know what the Chargers doing. I don't know where Harbaugh has got those guys going. I don't know. Like you said, they actually literally gutted Mitchell. Philly G said. They actually gutted the Los Angeles Chargers out of man. Huh? Like this is gonna be insane, bro. Now, maybe they're going in the draft. They're not gonna get a Marvin Harrison Jr. Hell no, they're not going that far.
mhm.
But they're gonna definitely have some young talent on the end for Justin Herbert. Herbert is a guy. I think whoever it is, Herbert is a guy, man. I actually like Herbert. He's tough as hell. I think he's gonna whoever it is, they're gonna off gate, gonna get some chemistry. So, but that's one of my losers, and my biggest loser is man. My big, of course, Josh Jacobs. Jacobs that kind of hurt my heart because he told the Raider Nation that he will stay if AP become the head coach. So now AP is the head coach, and he said he'll take a pay cut. Green Bay called his name, he was gone. Wow. I'm okay with it. It's business is business. But you told the Raider Nation. You said that. And you've been gunning for AP, saying if AP is the coach, I'm gonna play for him. I don't want to play for no other coach but AP. Okay, he's here now, but then he took it. Now you're going up north. But hey,
Because
uh,
rumor has it. I haven't seen it confirmed yet, but rumor has it he had every intention on staying with us, but they were just offering him too little money, especially in the way of guarantees. I heard that was the main the total salary was off between what Josh wanted and what the team was giving him. But the main one of the main driving factors was less money overall, less guaranteed money, and apparently it was just too low for him to take. So that's why he left.
Hmm. Man, it is what it is, man. But you know what? Another thing what I think was bad business with Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones left Green Bay, and they did Aaron Jones dirty, bro. This dude took a pay cut once, and I guess they wanted him to take another pay cut. The hell with that. Aaron Jones is he's one of the best running backs in the league. Smart by Kwesi, the general manager of the Minnesota Vikings, immediately picked the guy up. So now I'm telling you, and I hope they put it on primetime TV. Again, one of the biggest rivals in NFL history, the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Division rivals, arch enemies. These two teams do not like each other, and it's going to be those two. And I think Aaron Jones is going to run rapid over Green Bay just because of that. Because I think they kind of did them dirty. They re-signed A.J. Dillon. They re-signed him, and you know they chose Jacobs over Aaron Jones. Like, what do you think about that?
I can't say that I like agree or disagree with it because given off of what he did in the playoffs, especially like I feel like he proved that he should have gotten a new contract from Green Bay and would have been a great fit for them. Like it was clear as day. Like you had the proof on the field that he was that dude. It's really crazy to me how literally as soon as they had Josh in the bag, they cut him. They didn't trade him. They didn't try to sign and trade him or nothing. They just straight cut him. And he's going to Minnesota, which fills a need for them. You know, because we were talking all season how they needed a running back. So it's a win-win for Aaron Jones because not only does he get to get revenge against his former team for how they did him, but you know.
Yeah, it's just you're getting paid, man. And you know, I just again, Aaron Jones, one of the great running backs in the league. It's good for Minnesota. They needed a running back. Ty Chandler is a pretty decent running back to me. I like how he explosive, little joker, explosive coming out. But now that 1-2 tandem. Ty Chandler, Aaron Jones, both little guys. But man, Aaron Jones, man, boy, because he ate up the Cowboys.
Angry.
Yeah, he run angry, bro. He reminded me of Pacheco from Kansas City.
The best thing Matt LaFleur did last year, you did.
Damn.
It happened.
Yeah.
But the best thing Matt LaFleur did, in my opinion, last year was on that Monday night game against the Raiders when he stopped running Aaron Jones. When they were running that football, they were killing us, bro. We couldn't do nothing. But then when they, for whatever reason, they just stopped running the football and just had Jordan Love throw it. He was throwing it to us, and we won the game.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, this is revamped the Vikings running game. The Vikings, I'm telling you, bro, with Sam Darnold as court is most likely going to be the starter. Is the starter, right? I think they are playing him as a starter. But this is good. This is good. It kind of the Green Bay drama with him is kind of right on time for Aaron Jones. A guy like Aaron Jones, he can be 1,000-yard rusher. Hell, he can be 2,000 if you put it that way. But it's gonna with him and Ty Chandler split. I'll go old school, do split backs. I do split back with them.
Try to bring back the wishbone, huh?
There's the wishbone. Yes, sir. Run it, and it's gonna do good, man. It's gonna do good with now you got Jordan Anderson on the slants, and you got Justin Jefferson who's gonna beat you inside and out. He's an inside out. You got Jordan Anderson gonna beat you outside in. You're gonna go outside and in. Bam. So if Darnold can get those guys the ball, and Chandler and Aaron Jones, if those guys both, Mark, can at least give you 8 to 1,000 yards, Minnesota they're gonna hang in there. They're gonna hang in there good. That's a tough division. And you talked about the Chicago Bears, man. I'm telling you, I think the NFC North is back. They're tough from top to bottom now because the Bears they had to keep up with the Joneses, and boy did they ever. They went and went grocery shopping. Green Bay with the emergence of Jordan Love, they're gonna be in it. And of course Detroit, the champs. They're gonna be there. Of course, they're still gonna be hanging around there. And the Vikings, who I think Vikings, and they got what's his name? Gennard from the Texans. They got Gennard. Yeah. They took Tillery from him. They took JT. They took JT, man. So the Vikings are hanging in there. The Vikings just letting us know that they still in there too now. So it's just gonna be good, bro. It's gonna be good. That might be the dog. What's up, Q? I think that's the dog.
We start talking about Minnesota. He show up.
Yeah, he show up.
Q dog. How you gonna go from Kirk Cousins to Sam Darnold, bro?
Yeah, I think they had no choice. Mark. Who? I'm glad. Who do you think? Because Flacco got picked up by the Colts, so it couldn't be Flacco anyway. Why would you do that? But who would you think besides Darnold would be the quarterback for the Vikings?
If I had to pick out of who is out there in free agency, mm-hmm. I might have called Cincinnati about Jake Browning, see his availability.
Damn.
It's kind of.
I like that.
It might be blasphemy to say this. I low key might have called New York about Daniel Jones, maybe. Or maybe try to sign Tyrod Taylor or something like that. But
yeah.
I mean, just because I feel like because you have Kevin O'Connell as the OC, as we saw last year with the success that Joshua Dobbs had, you could put almost anybody you wanted in that offense and they would have had some kind of success.
Yeah.
So
Cousins is greedy. He is. Took a whole hell of a bad.
Can you blame him? He plays one of the most physically demanding positions in all of football, and he wants to be paid for it. So I can't be mad at him for getting the guaranteed money.
He's a winner. Is
he?
Yeah.
One playoff win in his whole career?
Yeah, I think when he took the Redskins to the playoffs, I get what you're saying. But when he took the Redskins to the playoffs, I think that kind of like, okay, now we know who this guy is. Because, the Redskins terrible. It was terrible, bro. And they won the division.
Yeah.
On a 9-7. On a 9-7, bro. So I think that man, you said Jake Browning, man. Goddamn, that would have been a good pickup.
Or a guy that we mentioned earlier who's still out there, maybe Ryan Tannehill. Get him out of
Ryan Tannehill. I would take Ryan Tannehill over Sam Darnold. I would have shot my shot personally, Mark. I'd have shot my shot at Mason Rudolph. I'd have got him. Because one thing about Mason Rudolph, he's a hell of a backup. To me, he was one of the best. Matter of fact, let me go through my roster real quick. 1-2 best backups in the league. The guy, Mason Rudolph, can be a starter. Like, he's good enough to start for a team. That guy's good enough. He can give you 7 games winning. 9 to the most. He can.
Yeah,
he can, bro. Like he wasn't that bad. He knows how to win. He knows how to win. He did it with Pittsburgh. He know how to win.
Did it in Oklahoma State too.
See what I'm saying? So he can do that. Mason Rudolph would have been perfect, but Minnesota. I think Minnesota is trying. They're not trying to hit a home run. They can, but I think they're going to give it all to Justin Jefferson, which is more deserving than anything. The one thing I like about Jefferson, he said that he's not worried about the money because the money will come. He's focusing on a Super Bowl. And that's what you want to hear from your players, Mark. You don't want to hear, I'm not playing because you ain't giving me no money. You don't want to hear that.
Here's the interesting thing. And this just I just want to put this out there for you and for Q Dog, right? Mm-hmm. This is something interesting I just thought of. Mm-hmm. Justin Jefferson, I think we can all agree he's going to be around for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's going to be one of the top receivers in the league for years to come. I think it's inevitable he's going to get a second contract from Minnesota in 4 or 5 years.
Oh yeah.
With the position that the Vikings are in, if they draft a rookie quarterback and the rookie quarterback hits this year, Justin and your rookie quarterback are going to be due at the same time. And we know how them quarterback contracts get. So, I don't know, man. It's real interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because they need a quarterback, and I feel like they're making, with the moves that they're making, they're in position to try to trade up to get one of those quarterbacks in the draft.
Yeah.
And like I mentioned, man, if that quarterback pick hits, who you gonna pay? You gonna pay your QB or you gonna pay Justin Jefferson? You might be in the same position 4 or 5 years from now, like you ran with Kirk and Justin. So
yeah, and it's smart that now Minnesota they traded with Houston. Now they had the 11th and the 23rd pick. So now they get to do some serious damage. You can get you a quarterback and you can get you a decent receiver. But I mean, not a decent receiver, but a decent defensive player. You got 11 and 23.
If they've got those two in the first round, in my opinion,
yeah.
If you're going to move up for a quarterback, you're not going to have that second first round pick in your back pocket. I feel like if you're going to try to move up to get one of the top guys in the draft this year, your 2 first rounders are probably gone. And I would imagine at minimum, either this year or next year, you're going to lose the 2 and the 3.
Yeah, you're going to lose it.
It's going to take, I feel like it will take 2 first rounders, a second, and a third to try to get up there. There's going to be a lot of teams clamoring for one of those top quarterbacks in the draft. So,
oh God, yeah,
the price to get up there is going to be steep.
The price is going to be steep, and you know, a team like Dallas and Minnesota, I think even the Raiders, I think that everybody's waiting on the draft now, or you know, like the team like the Falcons, who just on sheer desperation. They gave Kirk Cousins a huge bag. So I mean, you expect lower teams like that to come out the gate free agency. It's kind of like, you know, you got to get what you get right in and there. Now, you know, the teams, some of these teams now are strategic. Now they're waiting on the draft to see what's going on. Like I said, I believe Minnesota is going to strike. They're going to strike in the draft. I believe the Cowboys are going to strike in the draft. But right now, as far as Minnesota,
the Cowboys strike forward is the question.
Will they strike forward?
They got needs all over the field. Like, it's not just, you know, 1 or 2 positions. They need help. They need help on defense. They need help on offense. They need a linebacker, running back.
Tyron Smith gone. Tony Pollard gone. Van Der Esch gone. Like, yeah. It's kind of like a rebuild in a way. A little small rebuild.
They don't want to acknowledge that they're rebuilding, and they don't have enough pieces to be contenders. It's literally like the Philadelphia 76ers of the mid 2000s through the 2010s.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, too high to get over, too low to get under type deal. So
yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do, man.
I think the Cowboys are falling back a little bit. They 12-5. They've been 12-5 3 years in a row. It's not gonna work this time.
Yeah, but look at all the talent they done lost.
They lost a lot of talent, bro.
If they get to 12-5 again, that's gonna be a miracle.
Damn right. And they just lost out on Derrick Henry. Everybody thought, oh, Derrick Henry going to Cowboys. No, they lost that. So now their best bet on running backs, it better be Dalvin Cook. Better be somebody like that. They need a running back. You need a running back now. You really need a running back because you got Philly twice. Look at the Redskins, the Commanders. Look at them. Like everybody's reeing up on defense. Cowboys gonna mess around and they're gonna be in the bottom.
You mentioned the Commanders, bro. I think it's an.
Lights out. What
My bad.
Are you good?
I think it's inevitable that Washington's gonna take a quarterback.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sam Howell went to the Seahawks. What was that about? That's crazy. Sam Howell goes to the Seahawks. I'm like, what? Philly G said Cowboys lost linemen and they lost. Yeah, they did. They lost Tyron Smith. Yeah, they lost Tyron Smith and Van Der Esch.
Sorry
That's
about
big.
that.
You good? Tyler, what the hell? Who just picked up Tyler Smith?
The Jets.
The Jets. They're winning. They're not winning the East this year. No, the Cowboys were not.
What I was saying before I got booted. I think it's pretty inevitable at this point that Washington's going to take a quarterback because they traded Sam Howell.
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett went back to New England. So
that's very true.
Yeah.
And all they have is Mariota. That's all they got is Marcus Mariota. That's all they got.
Respectfully, that ain't gonna be enough.
That is not.
I got mad love for my former Raider. That ain't gonna be enough.
I don't think so either, bro. I don't think that's gonna work. Q said Drake May to the Vikes.
I don't know. The only way I can see Drake May getting to Minnesota is
he can be too high.
If Minnesota can somehow spring a trade with somebody high up there.
True.
But I don't know, man.
The New England
have
Patriots.
A lot of competition.
The New England Patriots.
Washington is at 2, and we just said it's inevitable they're getting a quarterback.
Absolutely.
New England's inevitably getting a quaraback because they got rid of Mac Jones. So between depending on what Chicago does with Caleb, Jaden Daniels and Drake May gonna be off the board, in my opinion. If you are a quarterback needy team, I feel like your best bet would be to see if you can spring a deal with Arizona at 4. But Minnesota, man, I don't know if I can see them. The only way I can see them having a chance at Drake May is if Chicago does the unthinkable and keeps Justin Fields and takes Marvin Harrison at 1. Washington gets Caleb at 2. And then New England gets Jaden Daniels at 3.
I'm glad you said Arizona because that makes a lot of sense. They're not going to choose a quarterback because they just got Desmond Ritter, and they're stuck on Murray. So they don't need a quarterback. They could trade up with Minnesota. That would be good. That would be a smart move to do because Minnesota's got.
I just wouldn't hitch my wagon on trying to get Drake May if I'm Minnesota.
No, I wouldn't.
In my personal opinion, if I'm Minnesota, you have in the draft right now, you pick at 11. I don't see why you couldn't sit tight at 11 and take maybe a Mike Penix.
I was just about to say Mike Penix.
Bo Nix. I don't see why one of those two wouldn't be available for you if you sit tight at 11.
Yeah.
Your only concern, really, if you're Minnesota, your real concern getting the draft talk. The 2 teams after you really need a quarterback. You got Denver and you got Vegas at 12 and 13, respectively. So the main way I would see you trading up would be if you know one of those 2 teams are looking at the same person you're looking at, and you're trying to guarantee that you get them.
You hit the nail on the head again. I agree with you with Michael Penix. He's not going to be. I say Michael Penix is going to be second rounder, but for him being that down at 11, I could see that. I could see them either going Bo Nix or Michael Penix. I can definitely see one of the two as the franchise quarterback now for the Minnesota Vikings. I'm not really sold on Penix. That's not the injury prone and the I don't know, man. Left-handed quarterbacks just not. I ain't gonna say they're not successful because we had the great Ken Stabler, and then you had the great Steve Young, Boomer Esiason, list goes on. I don't know, man. I don't think he got it what it takes to throw to an all-pro wide receiver like Justin Jefferson. I don't.
He got the arm talent. One thing I will give credit to him for, he does have the arm talent. But my main concern, like you mentioned, is that injury history. Like he literally only had 1 season in college where he didn't have major surgery or a season-ending injury. Both shoulders, ACL,
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's gonna look hella different. It's gonna look hella different. I don't know. Not with defenses swarming like in that division alone. The hungry Detroit Lions. That defense is off the chain.
Hey,
What's the
Hudson's
name?
going wreck.
See what I'm saying? I don't see Penix. Maybe Bo Nix. Bo Nix has a lot of heart. And boy, you talking about resurgence since he dropped to Oregon. Holy smoke. That dude was a whole different quarterback. He sucked at Auburn, but man, he was good Lord. Like he went to Oregon and just lit the world on fire. So one of the two can do it. That's why I love free agency, man. Free agency is just, it makes you as a podcaster and an analyst and a fan and all that good stuff. It get your wheels turning, man. Get your wheels turning. And Mark, you ought to, man, somebody ought to hire you, bro, because you on this draft stuff, you've been pretty, man. That Bo Nix and Penix, I think that'll be the perfect one of the two. But I see more Bo. I see more Bo.
You really got to worry about Denver and Vegas right behind you, especially both of those teams really needing a quarterback, especially Denver. Denver is another team I might look at that might try to spring a trade and move up. Then maybe take a J.J. McCarthy or somebody like that. They're
going to be the most desperate team in the draft. Atlanta's not desperate no more. Not picking up Darnell Mooney and Kirk Cousins.
But Atlanta picks at 8. They can still get a good quality quarterback in the future as well. So
but they're not.
If you need to trade up in the draft to try to get somebody, I would be looking at picks 4 and 5. That's Arizona and the Chargers. Those are the two teams I'll be probably trying to call right now.
Oh, damn. I forgot about Charge. Yeah, I forgot about that. Damn. So that means there's going to be a lot of, oh, man. Boy, you talking about the deals. Man, the phone's going to be ringing off the hook, especially in the Chargers. Chargers got a quarterback. Quarterbacks is going to be at least top 5, at least. Yes, I think somebody's going to ring the Chargers bell. And they lost a wide receiver, Keenan Allen. Yeah. Ooh.
The top 10 is really interesting this year. This is the most interesting draft I've seen in God knows how long, me personally.
Yeah.
You got Chicago at 1, Washington at 2,
yeah.
New England at 3,
yeah.
Arizona 4,
yep.
the Chargers 5,
yep.
the Giants 6,
Ooh,
Tennessee at 7,
Tennessee's
at 7, Atlanta's at 8, Chicago again at 9, and the New York Jets at 10.
Jesus. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of hurdles to get over to get. The two big quarterbacks is going to be Caleb Williams and Trey Daniels.
Jaden is the wild card for me because you either love him or you don't. You just don't know really which one of him you're going to get. The two most surefire prospects, in my opinion, in this draft are Caleb and Drake because they've been the most consistent throughout their collegiate career. Jaden was great last year at LSU, but he also had some not so great years at Arizona State. And then also his first year at LSU wasn't lighting the world on fire either. So it's gonna be interesting, man.
It's gonna be interesting. I want to see where Drake may go. I think it was you that said on the show one time that he's like a resemblance of Josh Allen. I think it was you.
Literally.
Yeah.
The talent and the play style.
And that goddamn arm. Man, you got an arm out of this world, boy.
Yeah, man.
Woo. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. Well, we love it, and we hope you love us. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today, man. As always, we want to thank you for watching another episode of the Real to Sports Talk Show. Please remember to give us a big old thumbs up, man. And if this is a show you can watch each and every week, you hear a bunch of regular 9 to 5 guys talk about sports, man. Hit that subscribe button and turn on that little blue bell for all notifications. Got to get out of here, man. We got to get out of here. Got to give it up to the episode.
Hey, man. Real quick, want to give a special birthday shout out to my grandma. She's one of the biggest sports fans I know. So shout out to her. Today's her birthday. But come on back, man. We got more sports to talk about for you on Tuesday. More NFL news to go over, more NBA news. And we're also going to have a special edition of On the Mark for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. 2 weeks from today, the UFL season kicks off. I got some late breaking news for you, some season previews as well. And I also got some college football news for you as well. So come on back Tuesday, man. We definitely got a lot to get into. We want you to be along for the ride with us. So come on back.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm ready for that UFL.
I'm not.
Huh?
I'm not.
Why not?
I have bad news concerning the UFL, but we're gonna get there Tuesday.
Oh, we tune in Tuesday to hear the bad news. What this episode got, man. And again, shout out to Grandma episode.
Yeah,
shout out to her, man. Shout out to Grandma, man. Grannies are very, very special. I lost mine in 2011. Boy, one of the worst days of my life. But grandmas are very special. And happy birthday to Grandma episode.
Yeah, man.
Kind of grandma episode. All right, man. Like Mr. Episode said, man, we will be back in the building this Tuesday with more NFL. And we got On the Mark, man. We're gonna hear what young Mark got to say to us about the old UFL, man. And we will have the return of the 2023 Real Sports Podcast MVP, the Deuce, making his return, man. The Deuce will be back in the building. He'll be back in the building this Tuesday, man. So come on back this Tuesday night at 7 p.m. because we got sports to talk about. You know the saying, believe in your team, but most importantly, believe in yourself. And everybody around the world, be safe and stay safe. Host and episode, we out.